G'day guys, welcome to the Mailbag preview for Sandown, 18th of November.
17th, close enough.
Saturday, 18th of November.
Oh.
We're not reshooting this. He was wrong. I was right. He's been looking at this for a whole day. I've been looking at it for 10 minutes. We won't be doing a preview for Moonee Valley because we're time poor, but we will be doing Mounting Yard Mail from Moonee Valley, which you'll be able to get dickosmailbag.com.
Yep, and I will be looking at the card tonight, so the usual factors I send on to you, they'll be provided. So just haven't done them yet, and we don't think it's right to preview Moonee Valley unless we've had a full look at the card. So straight on to Sandown.
Yeah, sweet.
How do you expect the rails to play?
Have
you heard from you?
I haven't heard from Chris.
Okay, so I've been hearing that it should be quite fair with this rain around that we're having today, especially.
What track rating?
You're getting a good 4. Well, you're not getting... We're getting 10, 15 mils. It was good 3 this morning, even though we'd had 4 millimetres yesterday. So we just drain too well down here in Welshie. Our tracks drain too well, so we can't get a genuine, really wet track, which is... there are two horses on this card. I'm hoping we get a soft 5-4. I'm just... but they can still win on a good 4. So, expect it to be fair.
And we'll update when we know, I guess.
Oh, of course.
I'll retweet what Chris tweets himself.
Yeah, definitely.
Race 1, Drewy, 1,000 metre little dash for 2-year-olds, is it?
Yeah, this is a tricky race to start the card. I don't think we'll be chips in on anything here. I think this is pretty much a mounting yard race. I like the Godolphin runner, what a shock. Sanglia each way. I think it's coming out of the best race, but I'm not confident to bet into it. I think there are some, good horses. There's the Hawks runner that they've backed into $5. There's 2 McAvoy runners, both coming off trials. Interestingly, Jamie Carr's been put on the $8 shot, and Luke Curry's onto the $3.80 thing that's been backed in, and Carr did the track work for it. So, a bit surprised with that, but I suppose they have Curry ahead of Carr on the cards here. So,
I've got nothing to add. Mounting Yard.
Yeah,
that's I reckon we've done alright so far with the 2-year-olds this spring.
Yeah, you can usually spot them, so... And they're usually running top 3. I think that's the most important thing about these, when you're seeing the 2-year-olds in the yard. All you've got to do is nail 1 in about 10 races, because you're usually getting 6 to 8 to 1 on them.
Yeah.
Up to 10 to 1, which is,
We're usually backing horses at 10 to 1 each way.
And they're usually placing, so usually at least getting your money back, if not
you get
winning.
$3.50 to place.
Yeah, so you've been doing well with those.
Race 2, 1,400 metres. Listed.
This is a pretty interesting race, actually. So you got some really good form lines. I think River Jewels overs after a 3-wide no cover run last start. Split Lips, one that I know you like. I just don't think it's got the consistency to win here, but its best run is good enough to measure up. Luqua, I can't say the name, number 3, Luqua. Very good run last start. Just keeps on running on well. Our Crown Mistress is great form.
That Luqua flashed, didn't it, down at Flemington, and we didn't find it in the yard, so it's got a bit of scope.
Exactly, scope to come. Lady of Cribbilly, run...
What was that one, mate?
Lady of Cribbilly?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Zara on, that'd be a positive jockey change.
Did you see the guy who said the other week, 100 to 1 for us to get through a show without saying a name wrong, especially me.
Yeah, I'll go right.
Nah, I was tongue-tied when I was younger, so I'm pretty happy that I can even speak English, Lady of Cribbilly, 2 really good runs. I thought, you got to watch it. Yulong Zheng Shuang. I murdered that one. 4 runs this prep. The Randwick run was really good. You have to respect it. From the Clouds is one that I backed last start, disappointing. So Far, So Cool. New Zealand import, second to Tamaza, who should have bolted in the next start at Flemington, if you watch the replay. So
I'm glad it didn't.
Oh, I'm glad.
That was a Coney fill-up.
Yeah. So we would have missed 3rd on that one, but I did savour it, so it was kind of going to be okay for me. This horse was, you guys said, 100 to 1 in the yard. That's how bad it looked. So Far, So Cool. When we were out at Bendigo. This is my one that bolted and just missed at 34s.
Oh, that big trade you did.
Yeah.
You played trade.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I remember.
this horse wants the rain. We've got the rain around right now. I'm praying that it just keeps on bucketing down and tomorrow's just cloudy and it doesn't dry up, because I think on a soft 5, this thing's winning. It's on top for me at $15, $4.60.
Jesus,
Because
stay calm. You're excited here, aren't you?
well, I'm expecting it to go forward today. Well, in 2 days' time. But I'm expecting it to go forward, get the right position. You've got all these really good runners, but they're all going back. So I'm getting a break on them at the turn. I think I'm better than the ones on speed, and I'm in with a damn good chance. So I'm happy to bet each way on that one. Half the runners aren't legless here. I think it's a really good race, but at those odds, I'll have a unit on each way. Yeah.
I reckon River Jewel's on top on form.
$17 you're getting. It's massive
17s?
odds. Yeah. Let me be honest. I'll probably be having something on at the odds because I just think it's overs.
Was this last run? You might have run once at Flemington and then ran at Caulfield.
I think it was Caulfield then Flemington because
it was like 3 wide at Caulfield.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
boxed on well behind leaders, but last start it was 4 back, 3 wide, no cover.
Our Crown Mistress is solid form. Hootson before that.
Yeah.
D-Lane to Yendall, it's okay. Goes barrier 4 to barrier 12, that's pretty good. Yeah,
Well, it maps forward as well, so it's probably going to sit outside leader. And
Yeah.
as I've said,
I will text the Lee's stable. I'll call him about this horse, the Sydney form.
Yep.
Its numbers seem pretty good. It's a 400 metre peak.
What horse is it? What name?
Yulong Shinsei.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the Sydney one. Yep, the Randwick runner. It looks good. Wait, you said it correctly?
Yeah, I did.
I'm not saying it's yeah.
Yulong Shinshan. Nah, it's wrong.
I've been to China as well.
Well, I haven't. Never
I
mind
learnt
that.
Chinese in high school. I should be able to say it correctly. But
Yeah, well, 100% you should.
yeah.
Righto, race 3, Sandown Cup over the Melbourne Cup trip of 3,200, Drew.
This is a horrible race. Like, how do we get these runners? This shows lack of depth in the staying ranks in Australia, and they're giving money away here.
Well, talk me through the prices for this one.
Havana Cool at $11. Gaelic Chieftain, who is unproven over 3,200.
Hang on, guys. Track update.
Oh, love this instant track update.
Sandown, Hillside, rail true, track condition, good 3 probably. Expect a slight advantage to be on speed and off rails in the straight with lanes 3 to 7 the ideal position.
Yep.
That's from Chris from Bet Smart.
I reckon good 4. I doubt we'll get a good 3 based on the rain we're having. So
You never really know, do you?
yeah. Gaelic Chieftain, $2.50. Fanatic, who won a 2,800 metre brutal test, $4. Swakadelic, $4.20.
That was a weird race, that Fanatic race.
Yeah. Dukran, $7.50. Darabad, $34. Okuni, $31. And Zoffany Rose, $35.
Yeah. You couldn't touch the Chieftain at that price.
Well, it's unproven at the 3,200 metres. I think I've got Fanatic on top here because you know the horse will get the distance. You know if they run it along, it'll get it. And it'll still get the distance on its proven previous runs.
Despite their great result in Melbourne Cup, I'm very cautious of turning over very much money at all in staying races anymore.
Agreed, yeah.
I think
Especially this one.
Fucking torture. So much can change. Like, you can be in the right spot and then some idiot takes it on. Or maybe you've back one at Hawkesbury because of the yard, watching it on TV. The Glenster didn't find it, so I thought, shit, maybe not. But then I thought, fuck it. Backed it.
Got to back your judgment.
Works to lead. Gets the lead. Controls the tempo. I'm confident the way it was parading, it's going to run the trip. It's going to really put its head out for me. Glenn Schofield just, for some reason, just takes off 1,000 and cooks me, barbecues me. I stick on for second.
Yep.
Just rolled.
Oh.
Glenn's runs last lengths.
Yeah.
I bet I don't even check the steward's report, but I would guarantee you there's fucking nothing in it.
I guarantee it was probably overwhipped as well. The one that's beat you just to rub it in. Look,
Staying races.
That's why I'm saying Fanatic's fine here because if something takes them on, so be it. This thing's going back. It's going to run on.
It's going to get the trip the way it ran through the line last time.
And Gaelic Chief, now I'd be probably close to saying it's a lay at the 250, but you just can't be confident.
You
doing
can't lay a
anything
lead
there.
horse over that trip.
Yeah.
Race 4, Drewy, 1,300 metres. Group 3, Kevin Heffernan Stakes.
So there's a few horses here with good ability. I mean, I've got this down to a few.
I've got this down to 2. I'm following my money.
Whoa, okay. You go first.
Illustrious Lad
Yep.
and Bassett.
Oh, you checked my notes before this or something?
Oh, you know I love your notes.
Oh, yeah, you're looking at it. So I'm expecting Burning Front to burn along with Jungle Edge. It'll be 2 firm still for Jungle Edge by the track report we've had. Thornham I have to take on.
Thornham coming off that Bendigo win?
Yeah, and it was really slowly run. So it's coming back from injury. It's had a
Still got its nuts on.
yeah, and that's not a great run as a lead-in. Ocean Embers got away with murder last start in terms of sectionals.
This is true, but Drew's also very much on the Ocean Embers bag train because I had Ocean Embers in my numbers and Drew, after declaring the Melbourne Cup winner, was up and about and said, can't win. And we took it out of my numbers.
I still put it in my first 4 as well.
Yeah, fucking it cleaned up.
But
Yeah.
I thought it could run first 4, but based on, I think I've nailed and know what this horse is all about. It needs a slow early tempo, and then it'll just run over you. And that's what it did. They went 2 lengths above benchmark, slower than benchmark, whatever we're trying to say. And that just set it up when Fadden is meant to run fast early and fast late. So they handed it to it.
It goes from a good draw for it, suited to that track, to
inside,
drawn in hell.
With 2 horses that we know are going to put the tempo on.
Thrown them, I'm happy to oppose. It's beaten Go Down.
Yeah,
Remember
exactly.
Go Down? And Del Piero.
I know. They're just
legless. Bassett.
Had we back against it on that day? Like, I still don't know how we didn't find.
Because it was $1.85.
Yeah, it got out to $2.40.
Bassett.
Maps beautifully.
Didn't like it in the yard at all last start.
Ran a huge one. It's been blocked.
Back up.
It's been blocked.
Horse has
twice.
ability. I think it might have. Has it raced here before? I think it went okay. Anyway, Casino Wizard, no. Jungle Edge, no. Illustrious Lad, backed it. Cooked itself a little bit in the yard. Heaps to come.
Yeah.
Rich Charm form's good. Super Cash form's good for this.
Bassett's run here and placed in the past, yeah.
Keener Ray's been up forever.
Yeah,
Paraded okay last time. I'm happy to oppose at that price. And Burning Front, still has heaps to come, but we'll just wait up from the yard. I might chop out on it.
Yeah, I think we can just easily...
Pretty keen to back Illustrious Lad. Has something Bassett.
Who mats beautifully.
And pending track pattern, respect Burning Front.
And in play, if they crawl early, back Ocean Embers.
Yeah.
Because you got to chop out on that if it happens. So yeah, we're both on the same page there. I'm backing Illustrious Lad and Bassett.
Right, Andrew. Race 5, 1,500 metres, Group 3.
We can't agree on everything, and I'm not sure we will here. This is a really tough race. So we've got 4...
I think Hell of a Street could be a fucking complete moral.
Yeah, we're not agreeing here, so it's fine.
I could be chips in.
4. So you've got... This is the way I've tried to break down the race, right? Dollar for Dollar was at its peak last start.
Scratched.
Really? Not on punters yet. So that's good to see.
Well, I'm looking at...
Yeah, that'll mean it's out. No, it's down there.
There.
Yeah. Cheers.
Fuck.
So...
I'm scared of it.
Yeah, but it was at complete top. It got the charmed run throughout, and it won well. So I'm not disagreeing it's a good horse.
It wasn't at a complete top. It walked great.
I think Mossendale had exactly the same thing.
It was happy horse.
Yeah. Mossendale had ideal run, just behind the leaders, good win. Hell of a Street did it all last start, but was suited by the track pattern, in my opinion. Good win. Lucky Hustler is just, I'm not sure what the hell to make of it here. I don't think it's going to be suited if we get a soft 5. It won't be.
Yeah, it's a yard horse. You can
much.
pick it.
It's kind of like Raw Impulse last week. I think we'll see it from the yard.
We haven't lost on it. We won it when it won this time this prep.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to just suss it from the yard.
Land of
Hell
Plenty
of a
got to
Street
take on.
couldn't have paraded worse last week, the way I look at him. So it's only got upside for me. That's why I think it might be a moral.
Duke of Brunswick, brave run, but it's probably the value.
It tends to not put 2 good runs together.
Yeah.
As a horse, well sprung. One day it'll come up and ruin us, but I'm happy.
Yeah, take it on here.
dollar for dollar. We've made our money on it. Hopefully it's not as good in the yard. And Lizard Island,
It's a bit of a lizard.
it's a bit of a, yeah. Land of Plenty, I respect it a lot. I won't be losing on it.
Oh,
I
in
think
this
it's a
grade, I think
very,
it's,
very, very good horse.
at the weights, I would rather Duke of Brothers. I mean, Mossendale, I think, is much better weighted than it here. I've got Mossendale on top, but I have no real confidence to be bad at backing anything yet. I think it's mainly yard race, and
Every race is yard race, Drew. You know that.
sure, but not the next one.
Not the next one.
No, race 6.
Race 6, 1,000 metres, listed.
Chips in.
All right, let me try and guess.
It's not Thelberg.
Oh, no, it's not Thelberg. It's one of the top 3 horses. Definitely. You'd be knocking Lady Esprit because it's coming from what you would say is a weak Moonee Valley race, despite it being very unlucky because I backed it over it. But it's not Lady Esprit. Yeah. It's not Motown Lil because it's not good enough.
No.
Darren probably wants it wetter. You're a huge Gun Case Weir fan, but it might be Crystal. I'm gonna go Gun Case.
Oh, Crystal Dreamer.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking hell.
We've already backed it, got it at 420. It's already on 350, and I mean, let's have a look. It's probably still 350 at the moment. Gun Case was a good run last start.
You're right. Gun Case. No, Crystal Dreamer. I agree. Is a better horse.
So there are 2 horses in this they backed last start: Crystal Dreamer and Concealer. They're clearly the 2 top picks for me here. I think
Concealer.
Yeah.
Oh, Jersey.
I know. Gun Case is
Earmuffs off. Oh, that's a big tick.
Yeah. The only issue is it gets stuck on the rail and it needs a bit of luck from there.
Motown Little Blinkers.
It's not good enough. Like, I'll take that on any day. Lake Como at $14, concussion plates on, but...
Well, it didn't stop on City and Ruler, which cost us cash.
Yes, exactly. I'm saying that's one to watch. Gun Case 3 wide, no cover, still wins last start, but there wasn't much tempo on, so I'm still just have to take it on at the price. I just think Crystal Dreamer ticks every box. It maps on speed. It's coming out of a race where he beat everything else at home clearly, and it was beaten by Ball of Muscle, who is a Group 1 contending horse, realistically, right?
Oh, yeah. That's why you like it. We found it in the yard.
Yeah, and it's
Snitty Kitty forms,
it's improving.
It's improving. Muscle form, yep.
It's on the way up.
Look, I'm with you.
Yeah.
It's on top.
And
really
one from one at this track. It loves the track.
Well, it's had one go.
It was its best run ever.
Really keen to see Darren parade.
I agree on that, especially with a bit of rain around. I think...
yeah, the wetter the better. It's got severe ability. Gun Case, scary. Crystal Dreamer on top. I respect what you're saying about Concealer. Earmuffs offs, yes.
You know what's as good as Crystal Dreamer? The crisp taste of Stone and Wood beers.
No, it's not. Not until they can get
Hit
on
us
board.
up, guys. Come on, we want some
I
beers.
thought we were home. I thought it was like going to happen. It was meant to happen because I was in Byron.
How good was it? We got over 100 likes on it and everything. And
it's not enough.
I'll email them.
I'll take anything. 4X, VB, anything. Yes, love VB.
Oh, you would go hard on the VB.
I love VB.
Watching the footy, I could see.
Yeah.
You and your tinnies. So, what are you backing here? I'm obviously Chips in, Crystal Dreamer, bet of the day.
Chips in. Fuck no.
Bet of the day.
Crystal Dreamer on top. Really keen to see Darren in the yard. Gun Case is a scary horse. Respect Concealer, but I'd hope to be able to unload Crystal Dreamer and have a good result on Darren.
Yep.
Which at those prices you can.
Yep.
Race 7, Drew.
I almost had this as best of the day, but I'm a bit wary.
He's excited. He spends so much time doing form at home and he gets too excited on Thursdays. If you are declaring our Mandan, who shit itself in the yard and ran accordingly,
Yeah.
3 wide the trip's not an
Yeah,
excuse.
thanks,
for everyone.
Frankie.
That's not an excuse. It paraded like it ran, like shit.
Yeah. So how much better would it be here? It'd be good.
Why would it necessarily improve? It peaked 3 runs back.
Yeah.
I think they've got this prep wrong.
That's why I'm not declaring it. I'm saying...
How can you back Almanda and not Big Duke?
because we're back to weight for age, it's 3.5 kilos better off against Big Duke.
3.5 kilos
And
doesn't mean shit. They weigh 500 and something.
Big Duke ran a peak last start, in my opinion, in the Melbourne Cup.
Paraded
so it's been
enormous Big Duke. Remember?
Yeah,
in the numbers, wasn't it?
It was in my numbers as well. But it's been prepared for 3,200, where El Mandan's peak this run has been 2,400. And it may just be wanting that step back.
I'm just warning you.
Okay.
Because I don't really care about Sunrise, but I will be having a big bet here.
The speed's going to be on.
I found one.
The Taj Mahal on a
unloading here.
sign. What, Barisha?
No.
So
Sibon each way. Each way.
Oh.
It's now or never for this horse. This guy's either got no clue, Robbie Lane, or he's going to get this right, and I'm going to find out at $16.
I think it's the first of those.
Yeah, $16. I'm happy to find out. I love this horse. I love
thing
the
was
way it
legless
parades.
last start, wasn't it?
Yeah, its only way is up. Our only way is up. It's still run enormous figures. It's got the biggest lead-in run here, bar the Taj Mahal. Where the Taj Mahal, I remember seeing that in the yard. Was that at the last race at Flemington?
Yeah, it looked good.
Oh, Tosum. Yeah, well, I'm not interested in Almandan at all. Big Duke. This thing's like a fucking warhorse. Like,
Yeah.
think of the cash it's earned connections this prep. Fuck me. My boy's here. We should have gotten Big Duke, not the other one. Yeah. Sosa Born. Horse with upside. It's been absolutely barbecued this prep.
That's my problem. I think it's done.
Wow, well, why is it running? It's still a stallion.
Yeah, because the yard have no clue about placement.
Callow sticks. Toast and stardom form. It's run 10th. What's the old Taj done? It's run 4th.
It looked not home, but it looked like it had gone past Cliff's Edge at the 100 and it had hit the front, and then the others just came over the top.
Which is that Taj?
Yeah, Taj, yeah. It was a good run. I was on it, obviously.
Well, maybe Robbie was just setting up Sosi Bond.
Consumer actually looked quite good in the yard as well, but didn't really do much in the run.
Yeah, look, as I said before, my interest in staying races is getting smaller by the week, but
yeah,
I like Sosa Bond as a horse, sort of in the same camp as other horses that we've had a good result with, the John Snows and.
Fair enough. I'm sending out El Mandan as, it's $2.60. I'm happy to take those odds.
If it loses, will you?
And I've said
you soften the love affair with the Lloyd Williams camp?
We see that my mate Robbie Hipmonk's
I was
been
worried
replaced.
you might be leaving the show. Got a little call up. All he does is place the horses, just walk around the yard.
Yeah. Even I could do that, mate. No, I did not get the call up. Look, and I've actually said right here, we'll be doubling my stake if Dicko finds it from the yard about our Mandan.
Yeah, well, I'd be surprised if I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Race 8, 1,600 metres, the Sandown Guineas, Group 2, set weights, 3-year-olds.
Bloody good race. I reckon this is race of the day. Like, I'm
What are you doing?
I'm not actually excited to bet here. I will be betting, because I'm a sicko.
You've definitely got the sickness.
But this is by far the race of the day. So I think Snitzerpeg was massive last start. Went back to 14th in run. Still run on a massive, just, not got there. Previous start led.
480 shits me.
It can do anything, though. Like
480 shits me.
I'm happy with that
It's
price.
its shortest SP, all prep. It's a...
Horse is flying. I think we'll find it in the yard again. Bo Guest, I have to take it on because it's just going to go back and get back and run on. Black Sail, 3 wide, no cover last start. Just missed in a hot 1,800 metre race. Massive run. Blinkers on from the barrier. It's my second pick, but it's about $8. So I'm very happy to be on Snitzerpeg.
Slow down.
And Black
Craig
Sail.
Williams to D. Yendall, is that a positive or is that a negative, Drew?
At the moment, it's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
It has an SP over Bo Guest. Same race.
Yeah. But it's gone Flemington to Sandown, and Flemington was more suited by a swooper setup, in my opinion. But
that may be that particular race.
Yeah.
Black Sail's riding on the wall job. Gets
Yeah.
a positive jockey change. Only just, but it is a positive jockey change. I reckon there's one here, Octabello, who gets the blinkers on. Michael D to Damien Oliver. Oliver thirsty as all fuck for cash.
always is.
Normally this time of year, he's like minted.
Yeah.
He's been winning group races. He's
Been suspended and won
He's
nothing.
missed all the cash.
Yeah.
This is his one of his back. He needs cash. He loves cash.
Yeah.
Here he is.
It's a decent horse.
On a Price Oliver combo horse. Blinkers on. Spurs on. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Octobello each way for me.
What price are we getting? Let's have a
Tens.
look. Okay. There's one in the race as well, a bit lower down, called Vinland, that I'd respect, coming out of a maiden that the formal lines have just really, they've stood up.
We collected on it, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That was
we
at
did.
Bendigo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice horse.
And the second and third horse have come out and won, so.
Yeah, but this is a group race.
Yeah, of course.
Villamont's got ability, serious ability.
Yeah, I'll still take it on
But
against the top ones
it
here.
shit itself with a pretty moderate, pretty okay run
I think
at Caulfield.
you would have to also respect, based on what you do, Icon of Dubai, because it obviously SP favourite last start at Flemington when it was coming off that maiden. It's now Blinkers on as well, so I think that's one that you just have to mention.
I'm an Octobello man though, each way.
Snitzer Peg and Black Sailback both should be winning.
Race 9, 800 metres, Group 3, the Eclipse Stakes.
This is my next best bet of the day, this race. I'm pretty...
I'm confused. You've had best bets every race. You are a sick puppy.
Well, Crystal Dreamer's the best. This is the next best.
Alright. Oh, you're a Raw Impulse. 100%.
Yeah, of course I'm Raw Impulse. But I'm back in Raw Impulse and...
Hang on.
And...
Payroll.
No.
You should be.
No. From that far back, no.
Von Tulsman.
No, because that ran horrible. Something that I was talking down on its international form, but...
Kid
I
Me
think-
Never.
Yeah, I just think it's found the right race. It's coming off EIPH and thumps, but it still ran well in the Herbert Power. I think this yard, if anyone's going to get it right, this is the yard. They know what they're doing.
Do they?
Yeah, and
Why
back...
the fuck do they put QE around? Because it paraded
Yeah.
better than it did at Bendigo and shit itself.
They were throw at the stumps. That's why they didn't go Melbourne Cup. You got to look at that and go. It's kind of like Gay Waterhouse sending around that
Nah, it was
sprinter.
4s into 3s.
I know, but it's like that Gay Waterhouse thing was bloody 10s into 5s last race of the day on Oaks Day, the one that I backed, right? I had Oaks Day or Stakes, I don't remember, but it's the one that had the damn good trial, beat Global Glamour.
San Pablo.
No, it's Flemington. So it beat Global Glamour in a trial. Had 50 days off between runs. And then
Devon Alley.
Yeah, whatever its name was. Yeah.
Jorda.
Yeah.
That's a Jorda race.
Yeah. Could have mentioned Jorda.
Oh, 100%.
But Debonelli, I got that wrong because they've just had to throw at the stumps. And I reckon that's what they've just done with QE. They've said, we can't win the Melbourne Cup. We're not going to lose the money of the entry fee and everything like that. Because they've obviously, something's gone wrong with the horse. And that's why they've retired it.
Yeah.
So I think there's just a bit of, you just got to look at that with a grain of salt and say, okay, I got that wrong based on what the information the market was telling me about that and what they did with placement. So I think Kidmander's a massive price here. You're getting about $8, $8.50.
Raw Impulse should be winning this.
$3.70. Tricky from barrier 1. That's the only issue. But they ran really slow last start.
You'll save on Jack and Obey, won't you?
No, can't. Couldn't win a dog race. Like, it couldn't. Like, it finds one to beat it. It's a 10-year-old and it'll never win again. And I like the horse. I really like the horse. It's in my camp.
100% in your camp.
The ones that could just blow us away. Belf's Choice is really good. Jamie Carr's riding well. Foundations.
Belf's Choice is Oliver, isn't it?
I got Jamie Carr on here. Okay, may have been kicked off for Oliver. There
Shit,
you go.
so you're getting a little bit keener.
I'd rather Jamie Carr.
I'd get... I'm not editing that out. That's just stupidity. I'm sorry about that.
I'd rather Jamie Carr.
Oh, yes, this is going to be the controversy of the week. Theprofits.com.au.
Yeah,
Jamie
right.
Carr over Damien Oliver.
Hell yeah. He's riding more consistently.
Because Ollie's been probably in Bali.
Well, see, I've got Ollie on payroll, so his payroll been scratched.
Oh, I've got him on both too.
There you go. I reckon we got Jamie Carr on Belf's Choice.
I reckon one of
Payroll
them...
$6,
Don't you reckon
Belf's
one
Choice
of them will be
$14.
getting scratched?
Nah, they've obviously chosen, and look, Ryan Belfour's a South Australian one, so Jamie will get the ride.
Well, I'm glad Ollie's taken payroll because it's the one I like. Raw Impulse is a clear top pick, and I'm on payroll as well. They're the two I like in this race.
Cool.
Race number 10, Drew. How far is it? It's not loading quick enough here.
1,500 metres. It is the Lapine Funerals. Hopefully that's not a omen for a horse in the race, but the Summon
Or
Stakes.
for us punters.
Oh, well, you know.
Fuck, would there be a worse place to do your nuts than Sandown?
Moe.
Moe.
Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, God. This is once again another good race, so I'd go top to bottom here.
Mares grade Group 3.
I've got an absolute get on here at massive odds.
He's all over it every race. You were that keen.
Actually,
punt.
Can I say get on, or is there like a copyright on saying that now, I guess?
Oh, there's probably not.
Yeah.
There's probably not.
So Ravi, $8. Look, I'll take it on. It's going to go back, get run on. It's a good horse, but if it beats me, so be it. Oregon's Day, 3 wide the Triple R start. Horrible in the yard, could not win. Could improve if we find it from the yard. We will be backing it. Coolate, not legless. Deja Blue, take it on. Invincibella, missed the start last start. Ben Mellum gets on instead of Huey, missed the start Bowman. Barrier 11, I think it probably, it deserves to be second favourite here. Sebring Dream, take it on. Oh, yeah.
Sorry about just doing the shout back.
You should.
No.
Jalan, no, take it on. Petition, $3.20, right odds. Barrier 5, it's a horse to beat. I can just skip through
What's your roughie here?
a couple of these.
Oh, let me guess.
I want to say, long time ago, this Gay Waterhouse Adrian Bod horse at $19, you have to back it. If you're betting here, you just have to have something on it. Kieran McAvoy goes on. It goes forward from barrier 9. It's got good enough form to win this. I think that's one of my 2 plays in the race. But there's this horse coming over from New Zealand called Lucy in Rio. It's $61, and I've already loaded a bit on. And
how much could you possibly get on that price?
Not a lot.
You couldn't get much on with Neds, let me tell you.
Well, let me put it this way. I've got multis on.
Neds.
I've got my multis on.
You tried getting cash out Neds?
Yeah, got it out, no issues, mate.
Oh.
Maybe if you don't set it up in your girlfriend's name. Your several girlfriends.
Why would you say that?
EIPH.
I don't get the bonus bet either.
Look,
I don't get the bonus bet.
I got it straight away. They put it straight in my account. It was
bonus
brilliant.
Bet. Now I'm trying to get some of it out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's torture.
So Lucy and Rio. EIPH first up, but was still a really good run. 3 wide, no cover. From just a barrier that didn't help. Much better barrier today. Goes forward, gets cover. Wet track suits if the just praying keeps
You're
raining.
being a little bit racist. You think all Kiwis just love it wet, don't you?
Well, they do love it wet.
Oh, calm down, Drew. Calm down.
From my experience.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Right, my thoughts on the race are it's an extremely wide race, very tricky race. Wouldn't want to be punching out if I was in a hole into this race. We'll watch him parade.
Still would, though.
Probably still would. But we'll have a good look at him in the yard and try and find you a winner of Mounting Yard Mail here, because this race is very, very wide. I couldn't pen the majority of this field.
Yeah, it's a good race. So,
Really good.
what's your bet of the card?
You go first, because I can't remember everyone's
Crystal Dreamer. Clearly on top.
Do both yours.
My next best is, excuse me, Race 9, Raw Impulse and Kidman Ever. My best value on the card would have to be It's So Far So Cool in Race 2, but also Lucy and Rio in Race 10.
Best bets, Illustrious Lad and Hellover Street. Crystal Dreamer, I'm with Drew. Best roughie, Sosi Bon. It's now or never. Is quality. The horse is quality.
You bagged me for backing Tom Melbourne, who old mate's going to... Are we going to WA? Are we travelling to see Tommy
You
win?
could book us both business class. The amount of cash you made over the
First class.
Yeah.
Char-
First class.
char-
First class, you mumbles.
Charter a flight.
Octabella's the other one I'm interested at odds.
Yep.
I think a couple of these races are really poisonous and just need to be avoided.
Yep.
Pending the yard.
I think it'd be interesting to see how the track plays on the day, and we can adjust from there, probably from race, 3 onwards.
All right, now, Moonee Valley, Mounting Yard Mail, dickosmailbag.com, Friday night. Looking forward to that. Really love the Valley. Friday night's my favourite place to be.
Yep. You'll be there. I'll be from The Office.
The Office, yeah, shirtless in the office.
That's not what everyone just wanted to picture, mate. And Saturday, obviously, we'll be at Sandown for the rant.
And you'll be joining me?
Yep.
Good.
Always on course, mate.
All right. Anything else? We've got some questions.
Quite a few, actually.
Quite a
which is
few.
really
I did
good.
it really late, so we wouldn't have too many.
So, Jason Lyle, how's the Stone and Wood sponsorship
Still
deal
waiting
progressing?
for anything, any proper communication from Stone and Wood. They have liked a number of our posts regarding sponsorship and just general racing posts. So,
guys, we'll take a slab
it's kind
a
of
week.
like when you're younger bloke and you're having a crack at that real glamour. You're going for the fucking very elite girl.
You're looking at her across the room.
Or at uni. You're really shooting for the stars. I'm still very hopeful of getting something done. It would be the biggest achievement in my adult life, probably. And
What, not moving down here to live with your girlfriend?
No, getting sponsored by Stone and Wood would mean more to me. It would. It'd be the best thing ever. The cash I'd save.
That one's not getting
Well, the
back.
old boys, we've bought 2 cases in 2 days. It's 77 a case. Fuck. It's good, but geez, 77. Cooper's Pale Ale, which is a South Australian brew. We're open to everyone. Sort of first in, best dressed.
But Stone and Wood's top of the pile.
At the moment, Stone and Wood is my favourite beverage to consume. But I've got a rubber arm, and I love cash.
Got a few more that came through. So you read
Quick.
this Coffs Racing one.
Does Snitty Titty Drew enjoy a good nipple? What does that even mean?
I accidentally put out nipple instead of nibble the other day in a tweet. Having a good nipple at this one at sale or whatever. It won, by the way, so that's all.
What was it?
It was on Sunday.
I let 2 bets.
It was
slide.
Linda Meach. Linda Meach was riding.
I let 2 bets slide while I was in Byron.
Yeah.
That one I tagged you in,
Yep.
Sheriff Johnstone.
Yep.
I got we were at,
Oh, that was one. Yeah.
we're
Linda Meach on a front runner.
I was on the beach and I forgot about it, and then I checked it and I was like, "Fuck, I knew it would have won."
Yeah.
And then there's another one. I told you about that one as well.
Yeah.
Not fucking one again.
We'll get back to it. Will, who's big Willie 2K3.
You don't need to read all this.
Thanks for letting us know, Willie. A bit off topic, just want to know what odds comparison sites you guys use. I use odds.com.au.
I use nothing. I just use Betfair.
You're just looking at bloody
I
punters and
look at
odds
odds now, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't bet off them. I would never click through on
Yeah.
those sites. You're just basically signing up as an affiliate to those.
Oh
sites.
yeah, I'm not clicking through. I'm
I-
just using it as a quick guide.
I do the 98% of my betting from the track, 5 minutes before the race. So I just look at Betfair.
So this is a really good one from Alec. Do you stay away from backing Smurden runners with the ongoing allegations? So I would say if a horse is first
yes,
up,
but only because they're slow at the moment.
yeah, I'd say if they're first up, it's a no. But if they've been in a prep for more than a month, I think you have to take with a grain of salt the form.
Oh, if ability comes back, I'll be all over it.
Okay, Harley's asking about Fnatic. Is it a good thing over the 3200?
I think not.
I think it's
Certainly
definitely
not
on top.
not a good thing though.
Yeah.
It might be on top, but it's not a good thing.
Here's a good one from Terence Turnbuckle. Are you guys playing with bookies at all on course? And if so, what is a rough turnover percent versus fair and corpse?
Oh, I'm 98.5% Betfair.
So
I sometimes, if I had a horse I was really keen to follow. What's a good example? On Wednesdays, I'll try and have a good crack at saying right at 9 o'clock on a Wednesday morning, like 2 or 3 horses that I've found, and I'll just try and trade them back on Betfair. On Saturdays, not really at the moment.
So Flemington Carnival is a prime example. If it's 5 minutes for a race and we're sending out the Mounting Yard Mail, you're packed in like sardines. So there's zero chance you could get to the bookies.
Oh, 100%. Never the bookies on course.
And at Sandown, we're not walking 7 minutes to get from the general public viewing area. That's bloody. You got to go from inside. You got to walk around, go through like a maze, walk around, and get to this bloody viewing area. Just it takes you 7 minutes to get back to the bookies. So by the time we get there to put a bet on, we'd have to run to even get one on. So
Yeah, but
honestly, no.
even like most of the horses, like I got every bit I wanted on what's that horse that won on Oaks Day? We were just talking about
Jorda.
Jorda. I got every bit I wanted on Circoni.
Yeah.
I got every bit I wanted on Rekindling.
Yeah, Betfair.
I'm sure the price on Betfair was as good, if not better, than what was on course. So I don't use bookies very much at all.
And just the last one that I've actually just made up on the spot. People were asking about the Flemington Wi-Fi over the carnival. So, what's your thoughts on the fact that they've banned half the bookies who don't want to pay a service fee for being on the Wi-Fi? Considering this is
it's ancient, it's like the Fossils' opinions on gay marriage. Like, you are so out of touch and beyond life. Just fuck off and let us make our own decisions. Don't try and that to think that they can influence you to bet with a tab is
or to a
insulting.
bookie who's paid money to be on there.
But I have a little I have a little what do you call them?
Wi-Fi dongle, yeah.
I have a dongle, so I can do whatever I need to do. But if I was dictated to by that, I'd be fucking fuming. And I got the dongle because Moonee Valley shit itself, and I got a new dongle.
Ah, so you upgraded from the one which shit itself at Moonee Valley. Yeah. Moonee Valley was just
Well, it cost me a lot of fucking money.
Yeah. Well, just imagine how much turnover has been affected by these idiots.
Well, over the Flemington Carnival, was it the Saturday when I started to have problems? A couple of problems?
Yeah.
Which ended up being a good thing, because I had a stupid amount on Circoni, just direct on Betfair off my phone.
Yeah.
Which Drew then input a in-play... Explain what you did.
Well,
I don't understand.
this
This is a great insight into a smart little way to make cash.
Yeah, well, you won't know this, but I've actually had 3 or 4 people after our show come to me and say, hey, can you explain chopping out to me? So I've actually had DMs, and I'll always reply to a DM people. It may take me 2 days, but
I'll set the scenario.
Yeah.
You explain what you did for me.
Yeah.
Okay? So I found Circoni from the yard, on top, really keen on it, and it's a leader.
Yep.
It's likely going to lead. So, let's say I've had $500 on it at $20.
You've been a big ball of 500.
Let's say I've had $100 on it at $20.
100's easy to.
Okay, 100 at 20s.
Yeah, so you're looking to win 2,000.
Looking to win 2,000.
Yeah.
I then hand my phone to Drew because it's going to lead. Only time you can do this is if your horse is going to be near the front.
Depends.
So then I hand the phone to Drew on Betfair, and what do you do?
So I would just quickly add in there, if the race caller has that horse on top, you can also do it. If it's coming from the back, because they get excited.
Just stay calm. Just keep it simple.
Very simple is, what I've done is put a lay in play on Circoni and made Betfair keep it in play. So I've said...
So just tick the button that says keep in play.
Yep. Or you can just put this in directly after they've jumped as well.
How Betfair aren't sponsoring this, I would fucking know.
So I've put it in around the $2.10 to $2.30 mark. Don't exactly want to give my number. And what's happened is I've greened Jack up. So if he's had $100 on to win 2,000,
he's then taken $500 on it at $2 to lose.
So that no matter what happens,
So you've taken say 300 to lose 600.
Yeah, correct. So I've decided that I want to make the book, if Circoni trades into $2, let's argue and say $2, I want it to go from 2,000 to win. I want it to go to 500 if the horse loses, right?
Yeah, and 1,000 if it wins.
1,400 because you got the $100 stake in, but yeah, it's roughly around that. So what you're basically doing is you're saying, I think this horse is going to lead, it's going to potentially kick away, and what you're banking on is the race caller is going to call it. Now at Flemington, that's...
And the horse being a legitimate $2 chance with 200 to go.
Yeah.
Someone at home thinking, that's fucking could win, I'm going to take $2.
I'll be honest and say at Flemington, I've had a lot of times where I've had something that's been a legit $2 chance and not trade below 6s because Greg Miles had got the blinkers on and watching for something
Greg's
coming.
Gone.
Yeah, Healy does it a bit as well, I'm not going to lie. But that's Flemington because they're looking for them to run on.
Anyway.
Whereas if you're at Moonee Valley or Caulfield, you're more likely, if you're on a leader of those, it's definitely going to trade in.
It's a little bit of a sort of pearl of a way to make make money and just have like sort of potentially risk-free bets, especially in the longer races.
Yeah. And I think
Which might be something I might start doing because these staying races are complete and utter torture.
when you find them from the yard, it's a leader. You know it's going forward. You know it's going to be tough and it's going to stay on. That's the perfect type. So Coney was a prime example of a horse you can set in and play trade on, and if it loses,
Yeah,
you're good.
because I had internet troubles, I couldn't get the bets on the way that I normally do them via an Excel and an API thing. So I was just doing it off my phone. I thought, fuck, this thing's going to lead. Drew, do what you always talk about.
Yeah.
And it really worked well.
Cool.
I made a stack of money and the horse lost.
Yeah, which was a good end to the day. Would have been better if it won, but
Yeah, but it would only slightly been better.
I was looking at 6K. It was going to be like a ridiculous
Because
end
you're
to
a
the...
real sick pup. Alright, anything else?
No, it's all. So looking forward to Sandown. Looking
Rob's
forward to
away
Moonee
on
Valley.
Saturday. He's not going to Rose Hill, but
Where's he
Pistol-
going?
I don't know. Pistol Pete will be over there in Perth. I think it's getting pretty hot over there.
Oh, well, been hot here, so I imagine over there. Yeah.
No, like the racing's getting hot.
Yeah, well, Tom Melbourne's going.
Yeah,
How's Sosa Bond not gone over to Perth?
it probably will.
But how's it not followed Tom on the
He'll
plane
probably
over?
Walk it over there.
He'll drive it. Let's be honest.
If he cooks Sosa a little bit more, we're going to try and buy it.
Oh.
Be the first horse that we syndicate.
I was thinking Grand Duke of Tuscany, but okay.
No. Alright, anything else?
That's all.
Alright, guys. Good luck on the punt. Bye.
Good luck.